So much of the immigration debate is up in the air right now. What will Congress do? When will parents be reunited with their children?
Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson joins us now to talk about that, the president's pick for Supreme Court, and a whole lot more. There's always a lot to talk about when you join us, Professor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So first, let's get to the immigration debate, because Amy and I have been talking about this all morning, and we were just discussing before we came out live. So the issue now is really that some families are being said that they can stay with their children, but this is indefinite, right? What's going on here? How is this all going to work?
Well, that's a great question, and let me say nobody knows the exact answer. So the current legal fight is that the Trump administration, in its executive order, said, okay, we'll keep families together, but it'll be indefinite. And as everybody knew, the problem with that was there's something called the Flores decision or consent decree. And it's essentially an agreement from more than 10 years ago that says you can't keep children, whether or not they're with their family, detained for more than 20 days. And so now organizations like the ACLU are suing, and they're saying, President Trump, you didn't really help us out because you can't keep children for more than 20 days. You can't keep them indefinitely. And that's what the current court filings are arguing about, essentially. And so if President Trump gets a ruling that is goes against his desire to detain people indefinitely, then the question becomes, will he say, well, sorry, we have to go back to separating families. I tried my best. Or will he say, well, I was thwarted by another liberal judge in the Ninth Circuit, and I did what I could, but I have to comply with what the judge said.
So what could a solution be? I mean, how do we keep families together but speed things up?
Well, a solution could be what we've done for the last 2 administrations at least, which is to say, if you're with a minor child, if the minor child comes alone or you're with a minor child, then we will release you but monitor you, which actually the statistics indicate works rather well. So instead of putting you in a detention situation, then you are out on bail, or then you're monitored and you have to come back to court. It's not perfect, but there's no solution that's perfect.
Right.
And right now, there are all of these rallies going on around the country, many starting on the East Coast at 11 o'clock. We'll have our own here close to home at 11 o'clock. But do you think these marches really make a difference? Because they are protesting so many issues right now. Do you think that they'll make a change?
I mean, so you asked this kind of like great existential question for this moment in our country, which is what makes a difference, and do the demonstrations make a difference? So I would say the demonstrations make a difference to the extent that it shows to lawmakers who are up for election and whose job depends on a popularity contest, we're really upset. But lawmakers have to know that the marches translate into votes. And so I think the march is important for people who want to voice their dissension, who want to say, I'm resisting. But then you have to go home, and after you've posted on social media, call your representatives, call the representatives in swing districts, write letters, and you have to go vote. Everybody, you know, it's one thing to go to a march. It has to translate into going to the ballot box.
All right. Well, let's shift now to the Supreme Court, because we know that Anthony Kennedy will be leaving the Supreme Court, and that President Trump has said by July 9th, I think he's going to announce some picks. Who do you see out there, Professor?
Well, there's about 5 people on the short list, and I think it's important to remember that people say, well, what has President Trump done on the legislative side? He's done a lot on the judicial side. So not just for the Supreme Court, but for the whole federal judiciary. He's gotten his short list of names from a society called the Federalist Society. It's a conservative society. He's essentially outsourced to them, and they have gone through the vetting. He's looking at a number of recent Court of Appeals judges. He's looking at people who have stellar conservative credentials, people who have clerked on the Supreme Court before, and they have been wildly successful from the district court to the Court of Appeals and now to the Supreme Court in packing the court with Trump nominees.
And there are 2 women on that list, so that's at least a lot of folks are thinking that's a good step in the right direction.
Well, I would say it depends on what's important to you. Is it important to you to get somebody who's slightly left of the hard right, or is it important to you to get somebody who is a female? I would say there's no question that the Supreme Court a year from now will look even more conservative than it does today. And the current court, frankly, is so much more conservative than it was 20 years ago. Some people are celebrating. This is exactly why they voted for President Trump. Some people can't eat breakfast because they're so depressed. So, like everything in America depends on your perspective right now.
Right, absolutely. Thank you. And thank you for your perspective this morning,
Thank
Professor.
you.
We appreciate it, as always.
Sure do.